Hello students, this is another explanation video of your poem from your textbook Snowflakes, The Tables Turned, which is written by William Wordsworth. Okay, so let's start to the poem. Up, up my friend and quit your books or surely you will grow double. Up, up my friend and clear your looks, why all this toil and trouble? So here the poet, he want his friend to get up. Okay, he said that get up buddy, up my friend. He want his friend to get up and he want his friend to leave all his books behind. Quit your book means to leave all his books behind. Then he said that if you will not leave your books behind, then you will surely weigh down by the pressure of the book. Okay, so he want to leave his book behind and to come with him. Again he said that clear your looks, that look from your face, be cheerful and come out with me. Why all this toil and trouble? Toil and trouble means why are you working so hard with this book? You come out with me, yeah, or leave your books behind. Next, the sun above the mountains had a freshening lustre mellow, though through all the long green field has spread his first sweet evening yellow. So he said that the sun is also setting over the mountain and it is giving a very soft and refreshing glow. Okay, and it is spreading its lovely evening light over the long green field. So come outside and feel the beauty of the nature. Yeah, so he want his friend to come outside and he want his friend to feel the beauty of the nature. Then books, this is a dull and endless strife. Come here the woodlet woodlet linnet is a kind of bird. How sweet his music on my life, there's more of wisdom in it. So he want his friend to stop reading those boring books. Okay, so he said the poet said that the book is a very dull and it is an endless strife, means it is endless dispute, means you will never end the book. Okay, so better you come out and hear the woodland linnet. You hear the sound of beautiful bird. Yeah, the music of this bird is very sweet than these books, which will give you more wisdom, which will give you more knowledge than the book. And hark how blithe the throstle sing, means and listen. Hark mean listen. That he asks his friend, the poet asks his friend to listen, that listen how blithe means joyously, how cheerfully this throstle is also a kind of bird, that how blissfully, how joyous and cheerfully these birds are singing. And here is no mean poacher, and these are not boring, these are very interesting to hear. Come forth into the light of thing, let nature be your teacher. He want to come a heat. Okay, that come outside into the sunlight and allow the nature to be your teacher. Let the nature to teach you rather than the books. She has a world of ready wealth, our mind and heart to bless. Spontaneous wisdom breath by health, truth bred by cheerfulness. So the poet said to his friend that come out, yeah, our nature, let the nature be your teacher. The nature has a world of ready wealth, means it has so much to offer to us, so much of wealth and wisdom to offer to us, that it bless our mind and it bless our heart with a kind of spontaneous wisdom means natural wisdom, unplanned natural wisdoms. It will bless our mind and heart with its wisdom means knowledge. Okay, it will bless our mind and heart with infinite wisdom, you can say. Okay, natural and infinite wisdom. Breath by health, truth breath by cheerfulness, means those wisdom it comes when you physically engage yourself into the nature. Okay, if you will feel the nature, and it will give a kind of truth that comes from happiness. So the poet want his friend to interact with the nature. Okay, then in the next page, one impulse from a vernal wood may teach you more of man of more evil and of good than all the sages can. Then what the poet said to his friend, that Vernalud basically you will get to see in the spring season, said that he said that the nature in spring, okay, the nature in spring, the forest, the environment in spring, it will teach you more about humanity, okay, it will teach about more of man means more of man means more about humanity, more about evil means wickedness, more of good, okay, good people, goodness, then all the sages can, means then even the wisest of the people ever can teach you more than that the nature can teach you about the good, the bad, the evil uh, of the world. Next, sweet is the lore which nature brings. Our meddling intellect misshapes the beauteous form of thing we murder to dissect. So here the poet used to say to his friend that it is very very sweet, it is very very wonderful to learn from nature. Okay, it is very very wonderful to learn from nature. Our meddling intellect, when we learn from books, what we try to do, we deform. Misshapes means we deform the beauty. Okay, we deform the beautiful shapes thing, means we deform the beauty of the things, and then after we did not understand it very very well, and we try to dissect it, means we try to cut the beauty of the nature. So after that what happened, whenever we learn the beauty of the nature in the books, then we just misshapes the beauteous form of things. Okay, then after what happened, finally we cannot understand the real beauty of the nature. So always allow the nature to teach you. Okay, nature can teach you very very well than those books. Next, enough of science and art, close up these barren leaves, come forth and bring with you a heart that watches and receive. So the poet said that leave this science and art and all. Okay, close up these barren leaves, means close up these barren leaves means this barren leaf is talking about here the books, that close up these books. Okay, these useless books. Okay, this will not going to teach you much more than the nature can teach. Come forth means come outside and bring with you a heart that watches and receive. Come outside instead sitting with the books, okay, and open your heart and just simply watch and receive the learning, the wisdom which the nature want to teaches you. So what we have to do, it is not like that we should not read books, we should, but always give time to observe the nature. We get so much means in this poem, but it actually teaching us that we nowadays we people are so much engaged in our own life with especially now, if I have to say about the current situation, we people are so much engaged with our materialistic things like mobile phones and TVs and all, that we don't interact with the nature. Have you ever sit outside in the beautiful this one you can say light of moon in the evening? Have you ever sit in the clear sky, beneath the clear sky? Obviously no. We don't have enough time to observe the nature, we don't have enough time to observe the birds, observe the ants, okay, observe each and every small creatures around us. Yeah, so creatures, the birds, the trees, they all are nature. Okay, sky, then after sun, moon, they all are nature. But we are so engaged with our life, we are so busy in our life that we don't have enough time to look properly to the nature. So if we will not look at the nature, then how we will learn the proper thing of the nature? Learning about the nature through the book is useless. Better to go outside and feel the sunlight, to feel everything. Okay, that is nature, that is learning from the nature, and nature will teach us a lot of things which you will really learn from the book. So that is all actually the poet want to say here. The poet is saying to his friend, but we all have to follow that, we should come outside, and we should feel the nature. Yeah, take some time, take out 15 minutes and sit outside, observe everything silently. Then you will realize that what are the things are there for you, what are the things waiting for you to teach. There are a lot of things are there to teach you. You observe a little ant also, they will teach you a lot and lot of things. Okay, you observe a leaf of the tree, they will teach you a lot of things. So interaction between a human and a nature is very very important, and that's what poet said in this poem. So I hope you understand this poem. Here one more important thing about Wordsworth, which is very very important to know here about the poet. Please read about the poet section here. And very very important here that William Wordsworth was Britain's poet laureate for the last 7 years in his life. This is the like a 1 mark question it may come. Okay, so this is very very important. So for today this much.